Before we dive in, I'd like to remind you to hit the subscribe button. Currently only 1.7% of my viewers are subscribed. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll release an exclusive special video just for you. The Galactic Empire's Grand Council chamber hummed with anticipation. High-ranking officials from various star systems gathered around a colossal table, their holographic displays flickering with data streams and tactical assessments. At the head of the table, the Supreme Commander, an imposing figure draped in ornate robes, raised a hand to silence the murmurs. "Attention, all," he announced, his voice amplified by hidden speakers. "We have intercepted Earth's latest military communications. It appears our primitive adversaries are preparing to defend themselves with ballistic projectiles." A ripple of laughter echoed through the chamber. The Supreme Commander allowed a smirk to cross his face, a rare display of emotion. "Surely, they do not believe such outdated weaponry can stand against our advanced technology." Meanwhile, on Earth, Captain Jack Morrison watched the broadcast with steely resolve. His blue eyes, sharp as a hawk's, narrowed at the sight of the Empire's arrogance. Jack stood tall, his Australian accent cutting through the tension as he addressed his team in the war room. "Let them laugh," he said, his voice firm. "They underestimate us at their peril." The room, a blend of high-tech screens and traditional military decor, was filled with top strategists and officers. Dr. Eva Brooks, a brilliant scientist with a knack for unconventional solutions, adjusted her glasses and nodded. "Jack's right. The key to our success lies in their overconfidence." Jack's father, a decorated war hero, had always believed in the power of unconventional warfare. Jack inherited that belief, and now, he intended to prove its worth. "Eva, Sergeant Liu Chang, Lieutenant Maria Sanchez," Jack called out, his gaze moving to each in turn. "We need to retrofit our ballistic missiles with advanced guidance systems and EMP warheads. Make them look primitive, but pack a punch they won't see coming." Sergeant Liu Chang, a tactical genius with a reputation for quick thinking, grinned. "They'll never know what hit them." Lieutenant Maria Sanchez, a tech expert, started outlining the modifications on a nearby screen. "We'll disguise the upgrades, make sure they appear as outdated as the Empire expects." As the team set to work, the atmosphere in the war room grew electric with determination. Jack moved among them, offering guidance and encouragement. He paused beside Eva, who was fine-tuning the EMP warheads. "How are we looking, Eva?" "We'll be ready, Jack," she replied, her confidence unwavering. "This plan is risky, but if we pull it off, it could turn the tide in our favor." Jack nodded, appreciating her steadfastness. He turned to face his assembled team. "We're not just fighting for survival, we're fighting to show the Empire that humanity won't be mocked or underestimated." The preparations continued into the night, the team driven by a shared purpose. Jack's mind wandered briefly to his father, who had taught him the importance of resilience and ingenuity. He could almost hear his father's voice, "The old ways have their strengths, Jack. Never forget that." Finally, as dawn approached, the missiles were ready. Jack gathered his team for a final briefing. The tension was palpable, but so was the sense of unity and resolve. "Today, we strike back," he declared. "We show them what humanity is capable of." The launch sequence was initiated, and the first wave of ballistic missiles soared into the sky. The Empire's fleet, still basking in their perceived superiority, detected the launch but dismissed it as futile. Alien commanders watched the approaching projectiles with smug amusement. However, as the missiles closed in, their advanced guidance systems activated. The EMP warheads, carefully hidden beneath layers of seemingly primitive technology, were poised to unleash chaos. The Galactic Empire's ships began to scramble, their laughter turning to confusion and alarm. Jack and his team monitored the operation from their command center, hearts pounding with anticipation. "Here we go," Maria whispered, eyes fixed on the screens. As the first missile struck, a brilliant burst of electromagnetic energy rippled through the alien fleet. Ships faltered, systems failed, and the once mighty vessels were left vulnerable. The Empire's overconfidence had blinded them to the true threat. Jack clenched his fist in triumph, but his victory was tempered with caution. This is just the beginning, he reminded his team. We've shown them our strength, but the real battle lies ahead. The Galactic Empire's fleet loomed ominously on the horizon, a testament to their technological superiority and disdain for Earth's primitive arsenal. Captain Jack Morrison stood resolute, his eyes fixed on the holographic display of the battlefield. Around him, his team buzzed with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. "Launch sequence initiated," announced Dr. Eva Brooks, her fingers flying over the control panel. The missiles, retrofitted with advanced guidance systems, roared to life, streaking towards the enemy fleet. "Let's see how they like a taste of the old with a dash of the new," Jack muttered, his jaw set in determination. The scene shifted to the alien command ship, where the supreme commander of the Galactic Empire, General Xylar, sneered at the incoming projectiles. "Primitive humans," he scoffed, his voice dripping with contempt. "Activate the defense grid and watch their toys crumble." The Empire's advanced defenses sprang to life, deploying energy shields and countermeasures designed to neutralize the most sophisticated of threats. Yet, as the ballistic missiles approached, their simplicity confounded the alien technology. The missiles slipped through gaps in the shields, their crude design a perfect counter to the Empire's complex systems. "Impact in 5 seconds, Sergeant Liu Chang reported, his voice steady despite the tension. The team watched the display, hearts pounding as the first missiles struck. Explosions rippled across the alien fleet, EMP warheads releasing pulses that short-circuited their advanced systems. Alien ships flickered, their lights dimming and engines stalling. Chaos erupted as the once mighty fleet floundered. "We did it," Lieutenant Maria Sanchez breathed, her eyes wide with astonishment. "We actually did it." "Don't celebrate yet," Jack cautioned, his gaze never leaving the screen. "They're not defeated, just surprised." General Xylar's expression twisted from arrogance to rage. "How is this possible?" he snarled, slamming a fist onto his command console. "Retaliate with full force. Show these vermin the might of the Empire." Earth's defense grid, still reeling from the initial assault, faced a renewed onslaught. Alien beams of energy scorched the sky, targeting key installations. Alarms blared as the grid's integrity faltered. "Eva, we need those repairs now," Jack ordered, urgency threading his voice. "Liu, Maria, cover her. We can't let them break through." Eva dove into the console, her hands a blur as she worked to stabilize the systems. Liu and Maria coordinated the defensive maneuvers, their actions a testament to their training and resolve. Despite their best efforts, the situation grew increasingly dire. "Jack, we've got a problem," Eva called out, sweat beading her forehead. "Their attacks are too focused. We need more time." Jack's mind raced, searching for a solution. "Maria, any weaknesses in their formation?" Maria's eyes flickered over the data. "Their command ship coordinates the attacks. If we can disable it, we might buy enough time." Jack nodded, a plan forming. "Then that's our target. Liu, ready the remaining missiles. We're going for their throat." The team sprang into action, every second a race against impending doom. Jack directed the launch, his voice calm but firm. "Fire!" The final barrage of missiles launched, streaking towards the alien command ship. The Empire, now alert to the threat, scrambled to intercept. The air crackled with energy as defenses clashed with the incoming projectiles. Come on," Jack whispered, his fists clenched. The first missiles were destroyed, but a few broke through, heading straight for the command ship. A tense silence fell over the room as the missiles closed the distance. Then, with a deafening roar, they struck their target. The alien command ship shuddered, systems failing under the EMP assault. "We hit it!" Liu exclaimed, a rare grin breaking through his stoic demeanor. The alien fleet wavered, their coordinated attack faltering. Earth's defenses held, battered but unbroken. The team let out a collective breath, the immediate threat momentarily at bay. Jack turned to his team, pride and gratitude shining in his eyes. We've bought ourselves some time. Let's make sure we use it wisely. The skies above Earth crackled with energy as the relentless assault from the Galactic Empire continued. Jack Morrison, standing firm amidst the chaos, issued orders with calm precision. His team worked feverishly, their faces illuminated by the glow of holographic interfaces and the sporadic bursts of enemy fire. Status on the defense grid? Jack's voice cut through the noise, steady and authoritative. Dr. Eva Brooks glanced up from her console, her brow furrowed. We've restored partial functionality, but it's unstable. Another direct hit and we're done. Sergeant Liu Chang, ever the tactician, stepped forward. We need a diversion to buy us time. Something unexpected. Jack nodded, his mind racing. He turned to Lieutenant Maria Sanchez, their tech expert, who was engrossed in a data stream. Maria, any insights on their tech? Maria's eyes lit up as she accessed a newly decrypted segment of alien code. Actually, yes. Their shield harmonics have a resonant frequency. If we can match it, we might overload their systems. Jack's mind churned with possibilities. Eva, can we modify the missiles to emit that frequency? Eva's fingers flew over the controls. It'll be tricky, but doable. Do it, Jack ordered. Liu, coordinate with the ground troops. We need to keep them busy while we set this up. As Eva and Maria worked on the modifications, Jack took a moment to address his team. Listen up. This might be our last shot. We've got to give it everything we've got. For Earth, and for everyone counting on us. The team's resolve hardened. They had faced impossible odds before, but never had the stakes been this high. Each member knew their role and the weight it carried. As the modified missiles were prepared, Jack's thoughts drifted back to his father, a war hero who had instilled in him a deep sense of duty and honor. He could almost hear his father's voice, urging him on, reminding him that true leadership meant standing firm in the face of adversity. Missiles are ready, Maria announced, breaking Jack's reverie. Jack nodded. Good. Liu, initiate the diversion. The ground shook as Earth's forces launched a full-scale counteroffensive. Explosions lit up the sky, creating a smokescreen that momentarily blinded the alien sensors. Launch the missiles, Jack commanded. The projectiles soared through the atmosphere, their paths arcing gracefully towards the Galactic Empire's fleet. The alien commanders, initially dismissive, quickly realized the threat as their shields began to fluctuate. Frequency match achieved, Maria confirmed, her voice tense with anticipation. The first missile struck, and the effect was immediate. The alien shields flickered, then collapsed. A ripple of shock spread through the enemy ranks as their advanced technology crumbled before the seemingly primitive assault. Jack seized the moment. All units, focus fire on their command ship. Earth's forces unleashed a relentless barrage. The alien command ship, previously impervious, now shuddered under the combined assault. Inside the ship, the supreme commander of the Galactic Empire watched in disbelief as their defenses were breached. This is impossible. The alien leader roared, slamming a clawed fist onto the console. Back on Earth, Jack and his team could feel the tide turning. But the battle was far from over. The alien fleet, though crippled, still possessed formidable firepower. Jack knew they had to press their advantage. Prepare for a ground assault, Jack ordered. We need to take out their remaining ground forces and secure the area. As the team mobilized, Jack felt a surge of pride. Despite the odds, they had held their ground and struck a decisive blow. But he also knew that this was just the beginning. The real challenge lay ahead in securing lasting peace and rebuilding what had been lost. Stay sharp, Jack said, his gaze steely. We're not done yet. The team's determination was palpable as they prepared for the next phase of the battle. Each member knew the risks, but also the importance of their mission. They were fighting not just for survival, but for a future where humanity could stand tall among the stars. Captain Jack Morrison stood on the bridge of the Earth Defense Command Center, his eyes fixed on the holographic display showing the final wave of missiles arcing towards the alien command ship. Around him, his team worked tirelessly, their faces etched with determination and exhaustion. The room buzzed with tension, every breath a silent prayer for victory. Status on the command ship? Jack's voice cut through the tension, steady and commanding. Lieutenant Maria Sanchez, her fingers dancing over the console, responded without looking up. Their shields are fluctuating. EMP warheads have compromised their systems. This is our chance, sir. Jack nodded, his jaw set. Good. Keep monitoring. We need to ensure complete disablement. The holographic display flickered, showing the alien command ship's desperate attempts to intercept the incoming missiles. Each missile represented Earth's final stand, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. Jack's mind flashed back to his father's teaching simple strategies, unconventional tactics. Today, those lessons were the backbone of humanity's survival. Incoming message from the alien command ship, Sergeant Liu Chang announced, his voice betraying a mix of curiosity and apprehension. Put it through, Jack ordered. The alien Supreme Commander's image materialized, his eyes filled with both anger and a grudging respect. Your primitive tactics are unexpected. We underestimated you. Jack's gaze was unwavering. And that was your mistake. Humanity is more than just technology. We are ingenuity, spirit, and resilience. The commander sneered, but there was an edge of uncertainty in his expression. This isn't over, human. Even if you disable us, others will come. More powerful, more ruthless. Jack stepped closer to the display, his presence filling the room. We will be ready. And we will fight. Now, surrender your ship and call off your fleet. The commander hesitated, then the transmission cut off. A ripple of uncertainty passed through the room, quickly replaced by focused determination. Prepare for their countermeasures, Jack instructed. They won't go down without a fight. Dr. Eva Brooks, the team's lead scientist, approached Jack, her face a mixture of relief and concern. Jack, the EMP warheads are doing their job, but we have limited time. Their systems will reboot eventually. Jack nodded, understanding the gravity of their situation. Then we make every second count. Liu, coordinate with all units. Push the advantage. The room sprang into action, each member of Jack's team executing their roles with precision. Jack watched the display, his heart pounding. The fate of Earth hung in the balance. As the final missiles closed in on the alien command ship, a hush fell over the room. The projectiles struck their target, and the command ship's lights flickered before dimming entirely. A cheer erupted, but Jack raised a hand to silence it. Hold position, he ordered. We need confirmation. Maria's voice broke the tense silence. Enemy fleet is retreating. The command ship is disabled. We did it, Jack. Jack allowed himself a moment of relief, a rare smile breaking through his stoic demeanor. Good work, everyone. Begin recovery operations and assess damage. We need to be prepared for their next move. He turned to his team, the weight of leadership evident in his eyes. Today, we showed them what humanity is capable of. We honored those who came before us and set a precedent for those who will follow. Remember this moment, but also remember the cost. His team nodded, each member reflecting on their personal sacrifices and the loved ones they fought to protect. The battle was won, but the war was far from over. Jack walked to the observation deck, gazing out at the stars. The remnants of the alien fleet faded into the distance, a temporary reprieve from the threat. He knew that challenges lay ahead, but for now, they had secured a vital victory. Dr. Eva joined him, her voice soft. What now, Jack? Jack's eyes remained fixed on the stars. We rebuild, we prepare, and we stand ready. They will come again, but we'll be stronger. We'll show them that humanity is not to be underestimated. Eva placed a hand on his shoulder. We couldn't have done it without you. Jack turned, a hint of gratitude in his eyes. It was all of us. Together.